love that one main element of the Junior Youth program is to help young people develop their powers of expression, and sort of like a reframe is seeing young people as being so acutely aware of the injustices in the world and trying to develop these powers to really articulate what they see, and then also develop their skills and capacities to help think about solutions. Whether it was the Junior Youth group in New York, where a group of the Junior Youth wanted to make a documentary about prejudice and stereotypes, and they did, and at that, then other Junior Youth spaces where even if it's just bringing people together of very different backgrounds and be able to have like really real honest conversations about the stereotypes that they may have. Like in one of the groups that I currently am a part of, there's young people from many different ethnic, racial backgrounds, but also like I think the class background is also a very stark piece of people's different experiences. And, in an area where young people are always talking about the latest, fashion trends and material things, like I think this class piece also becomes like a very stark one. But in our own group, like the group that I'm part of now, like in our own history, we've just even been able to like have comments about the way we joke about people, right? If we say like, oh, the way she dresses or the way she acts, which just must mean she's rich. And like, what do we mean by that? And at a certain point, having a group where people feel connected to each other beyond like what they show up in their sort of like physical form, and being able to then actually unpack that. And I think being able to have those kinds of conversations through developing these really, and these friendships, right? I think these friendships are what makes the space so unique, is that we're really developing friendships based on these principles. So it's not just like, because you're of a certain background, I'm going to have like certain loyalties or affinity to you. But like, no, all of us are trying to develop greater capacity of understanding justice or kindness or care and love, like within our own families, with our friends, with the challenges we see in our school and in sort of society. And that becomes such rich foundation to then try to have these more deeper conversations. But I think then people come from a place where they're like, I already care about you, and I know that you care about me, but somehow like maybe you've overlooked this thing, or somehow I didn't understand this thing about you, and it becomes a much more fruitful place of trying to have these like harder conversations, instead of just trying to have it from the get and say like, well, why are you saying that about me? And maybe that is also helpful.